Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A folded part, as in skin or muscle. Cease to operate or cause to cease operating. An angular or rounded shape made by folding. A fold in the napkin. A group of sheep or goats. Confine in a fold, like sheep. Bend or lay so that one part covers the other. Fold up the newspaper. Become folded or folded up. The bed folds in a jiffy. The act of folding. He gave the napkins a double fold. A group of people who adhere to a common faith and habitually attend a given church. A geological process that causes a bend in a stratum of rock. A pen for sheep. Incorporate a food ingredient into a mixture by repeatedly turning it over without stirring or beating. A folded part, as in skin or muscle. Cease to operate or cause to cease operating. The owners decided to move and to close the factory. Come to a close. The concert closed with a nocturne by Chopin. Not far distant in time or space or degree or circumstances. She was close to tears. Of textiles. A close weave. Marked by fidelity to an original. A close translation. Fill or stop up. Can you close the cracks with caulking? Inclined to secrecy or reticence about divulging information. Although they knew her whereabouts, her friends kept close about it. Near in time or place or relationship. The bullet didn't come close. Move so that an opening or passage is obstructed. Make shut. In an attentive manner. He remained close on his guard. Lacking fresh air. The dreadfully close atmosphere. The last section of a communication. The temporal end. The concluding time. They were playing better at the close of the season. Come together, as if in an embrace. Her arms closed around her long-lost relative. The concluding part of any performance. Become closed. The windows closed with a loud bang. Crowded. Close quarters. Unite or bring into contact or bring together the edges of. Close the circuit. Giving or spending with reluctance. Very close, or near, with his money. Of a contest or contestants, evenly matched. A close contest. Fitting closely but comfortably. A close fit. At or within a short distance in space or time or having elements near each other. Close to noon. Bar access to. Due to the accident, the road had to be closed for several hours. Be priced or listed when trading stops. The stock market closed high this Friday. Bring together all the elements or parts of. Management closed ranks. Cause a window or an application to disappear on a computer desktop. Change one's body stance so that the forward shoulder and foot are closer to the intended point of impact. Close in relevance or relationship. A close family. Complete a business deal, negotiation, or an agreement. We closed on the house on Friday. Confined to specific persons. A close secret. Draw near. The probe closed with the space station. Engage at close quarters. Close with the enemy. Finish a game in baseball by protecting a lead. The relief pitcher closed with 2 runs in the second inning. Finish or terminate meetings, speeches, etc. The meeting was closed with a charge by the chairman of the board. Rigorously attentive, strict and thorough. Close supervision. Strictly confined or guarded. Kept under close custody. Used of hair or haircuts. A close military haircut. Cease to operate or cause to cease operating. Cease to operate or cause to cease operating. Close up the shop. Refuse to talk or stop talking. Fall silent. Block passage through. Very close. Without my reading glasses I can hardly see things close up. Unite or bring into contact or bring together the edges of. Close up an umbrella. Cease to operate or cause to cease operating. Turn from a straight course, fixed direction, or line of interest. Movement that causes the formation of a curve. Bend a joint. Bend your knees. An angular or rounded shape made by folding. A bend of his elbow. Cause, a plastic object, to assume a crooked or angular form. Bend the rod. Form a curve. The stick does not bend. Curved segment, of a road or river or railroad track, etc. A circular segment of a curve. A bend in the road. Bend one's back forward from the waist on down. Diagonal line traversing a shield from the upper right corner to the lower left. A town in central Oregon at the eastern foot of the Cascade Range. Change direction. The road bends. A slight depression or fold in the smoothness of a surface. An angular or rounded shape made by folding. A crease in his trousers. Become wrinkled or crumpled or creased. Make wrinkled or creased. Scrape gently. A Malayan dagger with a wavy blade. Make wrinkles or creases on a smooth surface. Make a pressed, folded or wrinkled line in. Crisp, is archaic. Crease the paper like this to make a crane. Curl tightly. Crimp hair. An angular or rounded shape made by folding. Someone who tricks or coerces men into service as sailors or soldiers. Make ridges into by pinching together. A lock of hair that has been artificially waved or curled. An angular or rounded shape made by folding. A flexure of the colon. Act of bending a joint, especially a joint between the bones of a limb so that the angle between them is decreased. The state of being flexed, as of a joint. An angular or rounded shape made by folding. A plication on her blouse. The act of folding in parallel folds. An orderly crowd. A group of sheep or goats. come together as in a cluster or flock. Often followed by of, a large number or amount or extent. A church congregation guided by a pastor. A group of birds. Move as a crowd or in a group. Tourists flocked to the shrine where the statue was said to have shed tears. Confine in a fold, like sheep. Bend or lay so that one part covers the other. Fold up the newspaper. Become folded or folded up. Find by digging in the ground. Discover the location of. Determine the place of. Find by searching or examining. Be shown or be found to be. Bend or lay so that one part covers the other. Turn up your collar. Appear or become visible. Make a showing. The act of folding. A geological process that causes a bend in a stratum of rock. Capable of being folded up and stored. The process whereby a protein molecule assumes its intricate three-dimensional shape. Understanding protein folding is the next step in deciphering the genetic code. A group of people who adhere to a common faith and habitually attend a given church. The act of congregating. An assemblage of people or animals or things collected together. A congregation of children pleaded for his autograph. Marked by fidelity to an original. A faithful copy of the portrait. A group of people who adhere to a common faith and habitually attend a given church. Any loyal and steadfast following. Not having sexual relations with anyone except your husband or wife, or your boyfriend or girlfriend. He remained faithful to his wife. Steadfast in affection or allegiance. Years of faithful service. A pen for sheep. A pen for sheep. A pen for sheep. A particular complex anatomical part of a living thing and its construction and arrangement. The people in a society considered as a system organized by a characteristic pattern of relationships. Sociologists have studied the changing structure of the family. A particular complex anatomical part of a living thing and its construction and arrangement. He has good bone structure. A thing constructed. A complex entity constructed of many parts. The structure consisted of a series of arches. Give a structure to. I need to structure my days. The complex composition of knowledge as elements and their combinations. His lectures have no structure. The manner of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts. Artists must study the structure of the human body. A particular complex anatomical part of a living thing and its construction and arrangement. A particular complex anatomical part of a living thing and its construction and arrangement. A particular complex anatomical part of a living thing and its construction and arrangement. A shape having one or more sharp angles. The property possessed by a shape that has angles. A shape having one or more sharp angles. A group of animals. Be capable of holding or containing. The flask holds 1 gallon. Be pertinent or relevant or applicable. This theory holds for all irrational numbers. Have or possess, either in a concrete or an abstract sense. She holds a master's degree from Harvard. Be the physical support of, carry the weight of. The beam holds up the roof. Resist or confront with resistance. A state of being confined, usually for a short time. The prisoner is on hold. Lessen the intensity of, temper, hold in restraint, hold or keep within limits. Hold your tongue. Drink alcohol without showing ill effects. He can hold his liquor. Cause to stop. Have room for, hold without crowding. The auditorium can't hold more than 500 people. Time during which some action is awaited. He ordered a hold in the action. Have or hold in one's hands or grip. A crazy idea took hold of him. Organize or be responsible for. Hold a reception. The appendage to an object that is designed to be held in order to use or move it. Be valid, applicable, or true. This theory still holds. Protect against a challenge or attack. Maintain, a theory, thoughts, or feelings. To close within bounds, or otherwise limit or deprive of free movement. This holds the local until the express passengers change trains. Keep in mind or convey as a conviction or view. Hold these truths to be self-evident. The space in a ship or aircraft for storing cargo. Have rightfully, of rights, titles, and offices. Contain or hold, have within. The canteen holds fresh water. Bind by an obligation, cause to be indebted. I'll hold you by your promise. A cell in a jail or prison. Be in accord, be in agreement. I hold with those who say life is sacred. The act of grasping. She kept a firm hold on the railing. Secure and keep for possible future use or application. Cause to continue in a certain state, position, or activity, e.g., keep clean. Hold in place. Support or hold in a certain manner. She holds her head high. Declare to be. Understanding of the nature or meaning or quality or magnitude of something. Arrange for and reserve something for someone else in advance. Please hold a table at Maxim's. Aim, point, or direct. Assert or affirm. Rousseau's philosophy holds that people are inherently good. A stronghold. Cover as for protection against noise or smell. Hold one's nose. Have as a major characteristic. The novel holds many surprises. Hold the attention of. She can hold an audience spellbound. Keep from departing. Keep from exhaling or expelling. Hold your breath. Power by which something or someone is affected or dominated. He has a hold over them. Remain committed to. I hold to these ideas. Remain in a certain state, position, or condition. Stop dealing with. Hold all calls to the president's office while he is in a meeting. Take and maintain control over, often by violent means. Deprive of freedom, take into confinement. Close in. Place limits on extent or amount or access. To close within bounds, or otherwise limit or deprive of free movement. Prevent from leaving or from being removed.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.